Hey! Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Charisma Plus on episode 39. We're excited to be here. Yeah. Everybody, feel sorry for Bump. He had a flat tire today and had a real rough day. Bump.
That's okay, Bump.
But he still made it. He still made it.
Yay!
All right, and you guys let me know if you hear anything bad with the audio going on. I turned up the gain and put a compressor on it, did some stuff. Just let me know if it sounds bad, like if we get real loud and it goes kind of at the end or sounds like a robot. Let me know. So, first thing we're going to do, of course, always, we're going to do some fan art.
Yay! Yeah, buddy.
So, we got...
Oh, I haven't seen this one.
Let's see, let me zoom in here. Ken says here, and once again, Hamo, no more. I think you got slept a couple of times last episode. And Belle's like, must kill. Belle, stop. And then Hamo's like, let's do this. Smack.
Unbelievable.
Yep. And speaking of last time, here's a zombie Belle.
That's legit.
Oh, God.
So Scar.
Yeah, is that what you imagine you look like, Mary?
Well, she had just died, so I don't think she would be decaying just yet.
Yeah, I don't think
But
dark
maybe
power
that's
transformed you.
But it's like a Terminator zombie, though.
Mm-hmm.
It's legit.
it's pretty awesome.
Let's see, we got a Waxius.
Whoa.
Yeah.
There he is. He's creeping out there.
Mm-hmm.
Got his crown on. Shoot.
Sweet.
Where's his chains at? Look at his ribs right there. He already jacked him. So we got some...
That's awesome.
Yeah, we got some
Oh,
Raynor.
that's cool. Oh, yeah.
Cool Raynor
really cool.
with
Kalanor.
Kalanor. We got a screenshot from last time of Dane dabbing on Jamar.
He's dabbing on the mosquito off the thing.
Jamar's looking at him like, what? Oh, me.
Just dab
We got some more Belle, though. Here's a bear.
Oh,
I'm a bear.
Be a
He's a
bear,
bear.
once.
Swipe.
A touching moment. Bring her back!
No.
Bring her back!
Sadness.
So
Yeah.
sad.
And then, Belle, please. This is Belle when she's still zombified. He's like trying to hold her back. Or Copperfield. I don't know which one really.
Both.
It's been a long time.
A long time coming. More Belle.
Beautiful Belle.
We got a lot of Belle art this week.
Yeah.
That was that the same one? Nope. Henry.
Hey.
Henry. Woo. Get on that bear right there. Look at him.
Very nice.
He's like, what are you
It's
guys?
very nice.
What are you guys looking at? What's going on?
I'm a bear.
Belle made a little bit of art for not everybody, but some of us.
Yeah.
Here's well, it's
Look,
huge.
Belle.
It's so big. Hang on.
Oh.
Little Belle Tone Haze here.
Heck yeah, I made that.
Yeah.
With the dress up game thing. I'm not an artist.
There we go. You got wow, Ayo.
What?
They're so big.
Ayo.
Look at that. Wow. That's
Very
not what I
handsome.
expected.
Very ruggedly handsome man. Yeah, he is. He's got
So-
a strong jaw.
Strong
Very strong.
You like more emo, right?
Now, here we go. There's this is one of
Belle and Ayo.
Belle and Ayo, yeah. You got the butterflies down here at the
that's
bottom, though.
awesome.
We got
Thank
a
you.
squirrel and a hedgehog.
It's what's his name?
It's all divine thing.
Yeah, Dull Divine was the website that I
Yeah.
used.
Yeah. Then we got the bros.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Look at him.
It's ready to fight. Got football hymns on there. Football league.
And then the best one here. You can't see it yet, but it's coming.
Uh-oh.
Yum, yum.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
There he is.
Hey, looks good.
Let's see. And then we have someone did some art of the woman you guys saw from the portal.
This is
Yeah, I
so
like that.
amazing.
Yeah,
Yep. Pointing at you guys like, what?
So cool.
What? And then we got one more, but we'll save that one for just a little bit longer. Let's get back to it. So, last episode. It was a doozy. But you guys got got past the trial of Waxius and stepped into his throne room, and you saw this old, decayed skeleton sitting on the throne, and he asked for what gifts you brought, and And what did you guys? What'd you give him? Did you give him another song? Didn't
Give him
you?
a song.
Yeah.
I gave him some servants.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You opened up the portable hole and gave him the mummies you guys have had since episode like 5 or whatever it was.
Yeah.
And they got rid of the bones too.
The bones and the old lady that was in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's lots
Rat
of
lady
stuff in
bones.
Yeah, a rat lady got kicked out finally. Excuse me.
They did a
Oseron.
dance too.
Oh, you got.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, they did the dance. to your
Bones
song.
danced to my song.
Yeah, all the undead danced to your song. Oseron said he had enough of that stuff though and attacked Waxius, which seemed to kind of transport you guys into this kind of pocket realm where you faced the great undead King Waxius,
Apparently.
and he did some waxing. Hamo went down like 8 times that fight or something.
Bruh. So sleepy.
Real tired. I have to take a nap.
It was a long fight. We spent all the last episode
It's
except
like
for the
4
beginning.
hours or something. Yeah.
Very long fight. You guys made it through. It got real hairy there for a while, but the big event, Beltone Hayes, passed away in the last fight. Of course, you guys defeated him. Then you were met with this senile old man that seemed to have the yellow gem that seemed to be connected to the rift that you guys could see in the room. And after you really got nowhere with him, his mind was long gone. Someone killed him as well. Was that you too, Oseron?
Yeah.
Slayed him as well?
Killed him.
Yep. Second time you got Waxius. And then through the portal as it closed, the rift, you could actually finally see the other side, which kind of mirrored the room that you were in, but it looked more dark and, well, it wasn't an exact mirror. It was a little different, but it did mirror definitely from mirrored dimension. And you can see the lady that we showed in the art with, looked more like a shaman with a skull over the head. And she held a hand out that had a bracelet with 5 stones on it. And she stuck it through the portal like she was reaching for you as it closed, and nothing but the hand remains on the ground, bloody.
Oh yeah, I remember. I picked it up.
Pick that up. You guys, to close the portal, you guys destroyed the crystal. Ao attempted to give Belle a potion, and then after a medicine check, confirmed that she had passed. And so, at the start of this episode, we didn't do it last time. Give me your character sheet. Got you one.
Drink your wine.
She was hit by a spell that turned her into a zombie that was under the control of Waxius. But now Waxius has been slain. Her body didn't transform into this hideous beast or anything like a zombie. It's still much the way it was. She lays lifeless on the ground. And you guys are left in the room. And just to bring you guys back in, you guys, when you first entered the long red carpet that led up to Waxius' throne that was about 8 steps up, it's toppled over to the side with the undead body laying on the ground in its cloaks. The tabards in the back have all burned away. The castle's stone, so the castle's not in flames, but the rest of the cloth is burning away and some cinders are falling. You guys are further back behind that, where it's pretty much an open, empty room. There are a couple of, kind of look like a hobo was living here, like somebody that had nothing was sleeping. There's a pack on the ground and an area where he slept. No bed or anything. He didn't seem to produce himself anything, even though he was leading this undead village. And the rest of you are still standing there. I don't think anybody walked off or anything. Ao still has Belle. I'm pretty sure. Was anybody else doing anything specific at the time when we ended the last episode of note?
Just being dead.
Okay. And well, that's where I'll bring you guys back in.
Okay. First thing I'm going to do is pick up the Kalinor totem.
Yep. Okay. Yeah.
And then pick up the spear that I threw into nothing because I missed.
That's still there on the ground. Yep.
Yeah. And then I will. Did you say Waxius's robes were still around?
The ones that were on the corpse. They're all still. The body's still. Well, the way you guys saw it is still the same. It just no longer has the crown as that went to the back where you guys are. Around the room, I guess there's doors, similar doors you guys have dealt with through this entire place on the very back of this hall.
Okay.
All right. Well, Ao's on the ground. He's holding Belle's body in his hands. All right, in his arms. Then I'm gonna talk to the guys and say, Belle's gone.
What do you mean? Gone. She's right there. We just revive her and then that's it, right? Like always.
I tried.
And as you say that, maybe like your voice sticks a little bit, as in the link that you guys have, there's this empty void of where she usually is.
Well, we just bring her back like we always do. What do you mean?
I tried healing her. There was nothing.
Watch out, AO, and walk over to Bill. Well, I picked the handle last time, so yeah, I got it in my hand, whatever. Yeah, I'll walk over to her and use the last 5 points of lay hands and just touch her and see. Look, just like any other time, right? Just
This is different.
This is different.
Yeah.
Every time, other time we've died, we had different rings.
we had different rings when you were unconscious and my brother, and I picked you up as well. What's so different with Bill?
We had the old rings then. Remember what Nicholas said? The old rings kept our souls around.
I understand that we have the new rings, but what I am saying is, during that last fight, my brother fell, and I picked him back up.
He wasn't
During the
dead.
And as you lay your hands on her to give her the last 5 points of your lay on hands, you can feel that even her skin is cooler to the touch than natural.
And then I just plump, just wood up.
I'll approach Ao and Belle and kind of put a hand on Ao's shoulder. Ao, what? I'm sorry, Belle, and I'll just kind of nod. Listen, every bit of gold that I have, we can put towards a resurrection. We'll use all of it. I understand. This is family. This is.
What are we gonna do? We can't leave her here.
We're not gonna leave it here.
Absolutely not. Well, Reno must know something.
I mean, obviously, we have means to, take the body out of here if we need to. I think we should pay our respects right now. Because we don't know what's going to happen next.
He says that a long silence fills the room.
I'll pull out my tankard and kind of set it beside Belle on the ground.
This isn't real, right? It's another trial, right? We're just stuck in the trial, right? Right?
Even though Waxus is powerful, I don't think he can manipulate our rings. There's nothing there when you try to talk to her. It's different than all the other times.
Osran, this hurts like it's real.
How do we fail?
Brother, make Helen do something. Anything. For one time in this whole journey, make Helm do something. Let me ask you a question, brother. Helm, this God that you serve, where is he? Where's he been this whole time?
You know, brother, I wish I knew. Sometimes I wonder myself, I don't know.
Where was he when Ray died? Where was he when you died?
Not good.
And now Bel is dead. And this God that you serve has done nothing. Has he helped us with the pillars? Has he saved anyone?
No.
I don't understand, brother. I don't understand. You've made this commitment. And I just... you are my brother. And I love you. But I denounce Helm. From this day forth, I will have nothing to do with Helm.
And Scrine, like, just walks off.
All right.
Just gonna stand back up, walk over to Bill and kneel and just place my hand over her head and say, I'm sorry I failed you. You're my sister. It's my job. To protect you from everything, and I'm sorry. And I'll stand up and start walking out.
The room continues to hang in silence at the passing of Beltone Hayes.
This
You okay, Mary?
I'm legit getting teary eyed. So sad.
this isn't fair. She wasn't here to chase some destiny or on some kind of quest to redeem herself. Ayo, she was here to right wrongs their family did. She wasn't the cause of this. She wanted to fix a world that she didn't break. Ayo, I don't know what to tell you. But we can't stop here. I know. This isn't fair. You're right. She was better than all of us. I never told her this dream I had. In this dream, I could see Belle. She was walking barefoot through a field of wildflowers. Sounds just like her. It does. And suddenly there was this gust of wind, and it started picking up all these loose petals, and they swirled around her, and she looked up to the sky. And as the sun beamed down on her face, it's like she was lighting the world. Well, in a way, she did. And then she saw me. She turned and smiled. And in that moment, I knew everything was going to be all right. That's when I woke up. And I made a promise that I would always protect that smile, that I would keep her safe. And I failed. And if there was any way that I could trade places with her, I would. That's one thing I do know about you, brother. I knew you would, in a heartbeat.
All right. The grief hangs in the air. And you guys will, I'm sure, take time to let it all sink in. Anything in particular anybody wants to do? Or anything else anybody wants to say?
Such a weird moment. Are the pile of bones or the enemies that we killed, is there anything to search off of them?
You want to go search?
Yeah.
They're not even the gifts that you gave to Waxius are remaining in the room. There's just the corpse that you were speaking to begin with is laying there. You'll go search him.
Yeah, sure, why not?
Okay. Then you walk over there and you can look him over. Were you wanting to look at him as well? You were
Yeah, I was gonna go.
You were talking about him.
Well,
Okay.
I'll do that.
Okay. So you can go over there and you can look him over. The cloak seems to be, not that closer inspection, nothing more than rags, but you do see a pendant around his neck. Seems to be tied with a leather band onto it looks like almost an obsidian skull around the neck.
Take it.
Okay. Other than that, there's the items in the back of the room that look like to be his, and then there's the hand. I don't know if you guys did anything. Did somebody pick that up?
I picked it up at the end of the last
So you have
episode.
you walking around with this hand.
I just got it. Just got it, man.
Yep.
Hand puppet.
The hand itself. The hand itself looks dirty, and you can see calluses that this person worked with their hands. Nails are chipped and a little long, and then just this bracelet of black string that kind of hangs loosely and will fall off if you turn it up. It has 5 different colored stones on it.
All right, take the stones with the strap, the whole thing.
Yeah, you can take the bracelet off.
Yeah.
Okay. Yep, you got that. Faux show. You picked up Kalinor. Anything else you guys will look at in here, or anything you wanted? There's really nothing happening. Like there's nothing that's going to jump out or anything at this point. What do you guys want to do?
Before I leave AO, I'll just put my hand on his shoulder and I'll say, "We'll get that smile back. I promise. If it takes everything I have."
And in this room, like the front part that you guys were in, there were no windows, but here further back there are windows to each side, and some on the back, and you can see that past this wooden door, you can see the outside again. You can go that way, or you can go back the way you came. Let's see. Ayo wouldn't be looking around right now, really, but Hymo and maybe Ayo noticed this too, but just was not in the mood to mention anything about it. But the area of items and just, like I said, look like a hobo lived here. But there is a very nice rug on the ground, very large, nice rug that catches your eye. Seems almost misplaced, even in this room. And you're elven, right? Yeah, you can even feel like there's like a bit of magic to it from a distance.
Guys, how are we getting out of here? I know we're not going back the way we came.
I'm not sure yet. Can I detect magic?
Yeah. Well, even without casting the spell, just from it's a little. Just make an arcane check for me, because now that the pillar's been corrected and you can feel more magic coming into the world, it gets a little harder to distinguish things.
19.
19. So yeah, we're just kind of looking over all the things you guys have gathered, and okay, so the items that we've noted, the bracelet, each individual bead is magical. The necklace, the amulet that was picked up, the rug in the back is, and there's even a bag back there that catches your eye.
I'll go over to the rug and I will roll it up.
It is a 6x9 rug, so it's pretty big, but you'd be able to handle it. Decent sized.
I will open up the portable hole and slide it in there.
Okay. Yep. If you get it rolled up, slide in there for sure. Ooh, excuse me. I said there's another bag, kind of a dusty looking, very old looking bag that lays there amongst just kind of a backpack of random supplies. It's magical as well, but you can't really determine anything just from looking at it.
Okay. I will walk over to it
Okay.
and pick up the bag,
Yeah.
open it.
open it up. You can when you open it up, you can almost feel kind of like a slight breeze coming past your face into the bag.
Close it.
Okay.
That's right.
Right.
Hold on to this.
All right. And he passes you this old dusty bag.
It's magical, but I'm not sure what it does.
Okay.
While I'm sit there holding Bell, I'm gonna take a short rest, I guess, and heal up a little bit.
Yeah, you want to take a short rest while you're
Yeah.
there? Yeah, for sure. You guys can take, we shortened up short rest. It's usually 30 minutes, but you can take 15 minutes to sit and gather yourselves as you look around the room. And I don't think no one but Bella had identified, did they?
Yeah, she was the only one.
Basically, I'm just packing things up.
I need to.
So yeah, you guys can definitely take a short rest. One thing that we did fail to mention is that as you guys closed the rift from the last episode, where it was Waxy's was drawing his power from, there was kind of a ripple through the room of this energy, and it kind of latched onto each of you, and you guys gained a level last time. You did that after the episode. Failed to mention it, but yeah. Yup. Okay. So yeah, you guys take a rest, roll up your hit die if you got any.
Level 11, so you're 11.
Yeah. Because I need all of them.
And while you guys are taking a rest and during the silence of, nobody's really saying a whole lot to each other. Ao and Haimo, you guys think you can hear a voice, like just kind of a light voice coming from the other side of the door in the back? It seems someone is you hear, is anyone there? Hello?
What is that?
Is there any shadow in the room?
Is there a shadow in the room?
Yeah.
The corners, there's really nothing standing back here in the side of the room if you're trying to jump to anything. Not enough really for you to do anything with.
I was just trying to.
Yeah, well, maybe, it's this. There's not really any light. So, yeah, I'd say past the windows, the walls are and the floors, shadow enough around close to the door.
Okay, I just want to walk over there because I can go invisible now.
Yeah, okay.
I'm going to go invisible and head towards the voice.
Okay, so you get like a sneak roll with some pluses to it, or just go straight invisible like the spell?
I think it's.
Well, I think you still get a plus to your sneak or whatever with that, don't you? There's still sneaky stuff that applies. Because it doesn't make you totally silent or anything.
Yeah, let me look the spell up just to make sure.
Well, you can continue doing what you're doing, and we'll get to the specifics of it. So you want to go up to the door,
Yeah.
using your new monk fanciness of the shadows,
Yeah.
and you're gonna open the door.
Yeah.
Okay. The rest of you see how I walk in that direction as he gets closer to the shadow. Probably most of you just kind of lose track of him where he is, but then you see the light from the door as it kind of opens up in towards you, and it's still encircled with this wall, and you seem to be kind of in I would say more like a training area at one time for soldiers. You can see the targets and the dummies for swordplay, but the thing that you're looking for, you see a cage the back side, and inside is this it's like a humanoid female sitting there. And what is she saying, Mary?
Nope.
Are you alive or dead?
I'm very much alive.
As she probably doesn't quite see you, but the door did open, and that alerts her to the direction. As you're still peeking from the shadows.
Seeing as you guys captured and brought me here, I'm not just going to be telling you all of my information now, am I? Is there a reason that you're keeping me?
I don't know who you are. We just came in and we had to fight the dead guy. And we actually lost somebody in this, so what who are you?
I'm sorry to hear that. My name is Brog. Would you be able to come and open this cage door for me?
She says her name is Brog, and you see
Brog.
this face.
Shots terrifying.
You can take opportunity
Nice
as
try.
he's as you guys are making the awkward who are you talk. What does he see as he's looking at you?
All right. Brug is very tall. She's like almost 7 foot.
You're kind of squatted down. She looks like she's kind of oversized for this cage that's only about 4 feet tall. She's kind of sitting over looking at you, but you can tell just looking that she's quite tall.
She's tall. She looks, I mean, from your perspective, she kind of looks like a person. She kind of looks like an elf. She's kind of odd looking. You don't really know.
She's got like a odd skin color or odd
Yeah,
features.
she's a little bit grayish. She does have pointed ears, and although she tries to hide it when she speaks, you can see little tusks.
Yeah. Does she kind of have like an underbite, or is it?
No, she doesn't.
Or just the teeth kind
You
of stick
can you
forward
can
a
just
little bit?
see
tusks.
little tusks coming up from her bottom jaw up over her top lip.
Are they from within the lip or like from the outside, like through the lip kind of thing?
Inside.
Inside? Okay,
Yeah.
so yeah, I got you. So,
Yeah.
all right.
She's got very, very long hair, which is braided and goes like all the way down because she's crouched on the floor, so it's all the way down to the floor. And she has on leggings and boots and a belt and a corset and a nice little titty armor thing, female armor is. And
Mini cape.
yeah, she's got a little cape. She has a scarf that she would probably normally have up over her face, but seeing as she's tied with her hands behind her back, it's slipped down.
So you made some art for what she looks like?
I did.
You can hand it to either Matt or Terrence. They can kind of hold it up in front of my camera and judge off that and
it's
sort of show everybody.
I'm sorry that it's all black, but our printer ran out of color.
Yeah.
But that's what she looks like.
Very nice.
Brug!
Nice.
And we'll go ahead and point it out that people in the chat have already said it, that the name sounds very similar to Brock Lesnar.
Yeah, dude.
That was unintentional on her part.
That's a coincidence, but
Universal champion.
I'm taking it in my stride. It's fine.
She's like, that's her name. Oh, well. So yeah,
Babel, hello, Brog.
that's what Hamo sees as he's looking out into the, I guess we'll call it the back courtyard. We'll call it this courtyard. Sure. This area. So yeah.
Jaimo, who are you talking to?
Guys, y'all may just want to come to the back and check this out yourself. It's actually somebody living in the world of the dead.
Yeah, so someone living in the world of the dead is out back.
I'll draw my weapons. I'll start heading that way.
Draw your weapons, ready to go. Yeah, Scran doesn't seem to be ready to take any more bull crap. Ready to fight somebody. Scran is that way. Anybody else going to take a look or?
Yeah, I'll start heading that way.
Okay.
Stay where I am.
All right.
Great. Now
I'll
wait.
stay with AO.
Okay. All right. So you two head that way. So as you get there, you look into the back and see the same description, and it's the three of you with her.
Should we let her go?
You sure it's like what? Jesus, she's huge.
You come up to like my waist.
Like,
After you come up to like a kneecap,
Why are you here?
This skeleton guy, I was resting. I'd been walking for a really long time, and he got me unawares. I mean, normally I would be able to take them all, right? Okay, it's not. I didn't. They were slimy with the way they got me. It wasn't fair. But I've got no beef with you. So if you just let me go, and I think my weapons are in the room, so I'll be on my way. It's fine.
if you were caught once, how you gonna make it out by yourself now?
Well, I'm awake, so that helps.
Oh, they put you to sleep.
I was
No,
familiar with that.
I was resting.
I know about this. I know about sleep. I like napping.
so
And we're just supposed to believe that she's not going to attack us.
well, brother.
Just arm a stranger right here, right?
They thought my name was Ray. I mean, they kept calling me that, and I kept telling them that wasn't me. They were holding up some stupid sign. It looks nothing like me.
What? Wait,
And
what?
what would be your name, ma'am? Behemoth, giant.
I'm not a giant. My name is Brog.
They kept calling her Ray, and she's talking about Raynor.
I guess. Did you have a name?
If the
Brawl? Is it Brawl? Brawl? Broth. Brawl? What is it, brother?
I don't know.
She
I
tells you
don't
this
know, but
story.
it runs with way taller than you.
It even kind of triggers a memory of you guys sitting out right outside of Little Fort, and this Nate holding up a picture, saying all your meatbags look the same.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, if we do we let us go? I mean, what harm could she do to us? I mean, it is us.
They really mistake her for Reno.
Are you trying to say he looks like a woman, or does she look like a man?
A little bit of both, brother.
And in the distance, you can hear these doors barreling, laughing, and the name Raynor comes through the air.
Ray, go check that out.
I'm about to go sleep him again. That way.
You couldn't even hit a jewel last time. Even worried.
Speaking of which, after you guys rolled hit dice, how's everybody looking right now? You
I'm
guys,
good.
I'm
Yes.
alright. I'm
That's
alright.
okay. Okay, does it mean anybody like limp into the door as they go to it or anything?
No, I'm at like a little under.
Okay, so you guys look a little worse for wear, I guess, but you know,
Build them.
still together. Gotcha. All right.
Okay, Brog. I mean, if we have to fight, we'll just fight, right?
Listen, these aren't the best of times for us right now. I don't know about arming you, but if you need released, I'm sure that's something we could do, right, brother?
She can't. If she needs release, we're gonna have to take her with us because you can't release her without weapons in this place. It doesn't work.
What's left?
There's a whole village that we went through of undead.
They
We
ran
didn't
away
go out
from
there and
us.
kill them all.
They ran away.
Okay, and we just killed the leader, so they could be pissed off.
Or they can be more scared that we just killed our almighty leader.
There's kind of Raynor around the corner now.
Oh, he's walked up. As you guys are discussing this. He's there now. Yeah, for sure.
What the hell are you laughing about?
I just point at the tall giant that's like squatted down. And look at it. Her. It. Him.
I'm going over there and letting her out of the cage.
Okay, well, you go up to the cage, and it is like it's bars on top, bottom. It's just a big square of metal bars. There's a keyhole. It doesn't have a key in it. It is locked if you try it.
Are there any weapons around the room?
Around out here, there actually are several. It's kind of a training area. There's a kind of a barrel with a bunch of swords stuck into it, and you can see arrows hung, or not arrows, but bows kind of hung under the. I guess I call it a shed, like kind of where maybe a stables. There's no horses there though.
Okay.
Yeah.
You can see there's looking around by the door where you guys walked out. There's actually a pile of bones, like a skeleton. It looks like to be a guard. You can see a metal helmet and a wooden shield and a sword on the ground. But he's not up and walking around calling him meat bags or anything. But he's laying there, and he's disjointed, disconnected. Doesn't seem any magic's holding him together.
If I look around, do I see any keys or anything like that?
Make a perception check.
Ooh. First roll of the day to fail on.
Yes, we do.
No, killed it. 26.
26.
Hey.
You see, like, kind of there's a little kind of tall grass around this body that they're looking at, and you think you see kind of a glimmer of a shine. It's not really much of a glimmer, just a little bit of. You see a rusty key, but there's just a little bit enough on there just to kind of catch the sun and get your attention.
Go check it out.
Yeah, you can go and pick it up, and there seems to be there's a keychain with a single key on it.
I'm gonna go try to see if it opens
Yeah,
up.
you put it in there, and you begin to try to turn it. It doesn't really turn, but you can feel it giving a little bit. Give me like a athletics check.
To athletics.
Yeah,
6.
6. You just can't.
Can I do acrobatics?
We go like flip it.
Do a backflip.
Psycho crushing into it, just having key. Like, what are you?
It would help.
No, you can't.
Oh my god.
But yeah, you try. You can feel like it. You feel like it. This key fits, but it just doesn't turn for you. You can feel like the rust kind of shake off as you're turning it.
Hymo, do you need assistance?
Wait, let me guess. Dwarven strength.
I'm just gonna turn the knob. I'm gonna walk up to it and just open it.
You go like try.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to open it.
Well, it's
Yeah, I'll roll. Yeah.
I mean, if you're gonna try to turn the key, you have to turn the key.
Yeah, I'm gonna turn the key.
Unless you're just trying to rip it off.
No, I'm gonna turn the key.
All right, give me that same check.
Athletics.
Yeah.
Ooh. 12. I rolled a 4.
Well, it's better than 6. So. It kind of like digs into your finger a little bit. You're like, you can kind of hear it. The rust break from the inside is. I don't know how long you've been out here, but it's long enough for this key to get rusty, or this lock to get rusty, and you're able to open it up.
Did you break the key?
I could have, but don't look like you was about to anytime soon.
Whatever.
I start kind of standing up as much as I can with my hands behind my back and the cage over my head,
Yeah,
hunched over.
yeah, hunched over. Your hands are bound.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, hands are bound behind your back. What are they bound? They tie with rope, or do they tie you with a chain?
Oh, probably a chain, actually.
No, she actually got out and stood up.
Yeah. So, yeah, you got an actual. Let's see, like what are they called? Handcuffs.
Manacles.
Yeah, manacles on your back around you,
And a monocle, too.
and also around your ankles as you kind of like maybe hop out a little bit. You're able enough to like move your feet, shuffle your feet out.
Yeah. All right, I get out of the cage, and then I stand up and crack my back.
Yeah.
How tall are you, Hymo?
I'm 6 foot.
Yeah.
I'm 6'6".
Yeah. She's tall for a girl, right?
A tall lady.
Is she stout too?
No, I'm pretty lanky. You can
yeah?
kind of tell that I'm a teen.
What is your strength over there?
14?
14? I mean, you can definitely see there's some muscle definition to her.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
fit.
yeah. She works out, but still on the slender side, I guess.
Thank you. I appreciate that. I've been in there for a while. Cracks my neck.
She makes you look like a toddler.
Keep talking, I'll cut you off by the ankles.
I still be taller than you.
I'll keep chopping.
And
While they're bickering, I'm making my way towards the barrel of swords.
okay, yeah.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Sidestepping.
Whoa.
Yes?
What do you think you're doing?
I would really like to be unbound, if that's all right.
I just kind of look at Raynor.
What else could happen?
Really? Right now?
Well, brother, she tries to attack us. We just whatever.
So we're going to arm her.
I'm not going to attack
I
you.
grab a sword and just trying to like cut
Okay.
off the.
Well, they are manacles and made of
They're
metal,
metal.
so
Oh, they
you can
are?
hit them.
Okay.
Yes, but there's still the key that's inside the door, and possibly it fits both.
Or I could.
Yeah, you want to try to smack him? Go for it.
No, I'm just gonna grab them and cast frostbite.
Okay, you're gonna
Try
freeze them over.
Freeze them.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, we won't even worry about making the rolls through. You're right. These are fairly thin. But you want to roll? Is it to hit? Is it a?
Yeah, it's a hit.
Okay, yeah. Roll the hit then.
15.
15. Okay, yeah. Well,
I mean, they're not moving or anything. I was having this trouble with the.
It's not a jewel, so it's all right.
the material is hard, so you did roll. You do have to roll semi well, and that's good enough. So you're able to get it. And how much damage does it do?
3d6.
3d6. Okay, that'd be enough. No worries. You can get them, and
Roll 3 more.
with that, you're able to pull your hands apart.
Yeah, I can feel them start to crack, so I go, whoosh,
Yeah, and you
break them behind the back.
so just for the sake of it, he freezes them all the way through. You're able to get the whole things off, so you're not stuck with these things on your wrist that you don't want. You still have them around your
You
ankle.
want them.
Do you do the same for the ankle? I guess.
Yeah, sure.
All right, roll that.
Hey!
Nat 20.
Oh, they just kind of just blow off into the
Disintegrate. I
wind.
don't even have to crack them.
They just kind of blow off into the wind, and as they do, Osteron, you kind of notice that in the southern direction, the sky is kind of got this red and yellow color to it. It's kind of blue over here, but then just kind of fades into this color.
It looks nice, huh?
Yeah, it looks like a nice sunset.
Except
Yeah.
it's not town.
But in the sun, you can.
But it's
It's right there.
weird all of a sudden.
All right.
Now, just grab her things and let's go.
Thank you. I start bowing my head and still not putting my back to anyone. I'm like kind of walking back and I'm trying to find my stuff. And
Yeah,
I pick up my short sword and longbow and my arrows.
Well, let me. You know where your stuff is because these guys didn't really seem to care that much once they caught you. Like the same area where the bows are, kind of this stable area. They took your pack and just threw it in there.
Yeah.
Out of the rain and everything. How nice of them.
I know.
Pretty sweet.
All right, so I take my stuff and then I am frantically searching through my pack for something.
She seems like rustling through her pack like she's desperate to find something. What's everybody else doing?
I'm heading back inside toward Bell and Ao.
Okay.
I'm just making sure she ain't about to do anything crazy. I'm like my brother on guard, just in case.
Yeah, I'm definitely watching.
About the time that Ray is on his way back in, I'm walking with Belle in my arms, kind of covered up with her bear cloak.
Yeah.
Kind of walking toward the rest of the guys.
Yeah, like I said, as you turn to walk, he's walking towards you.
Ao,
Yeah,
how do you want to transport her?
I don't know.
Excuse me.
We can, I don't know. It'd be kind of hard just carrying her around.
Yeah. Well, we'll figure out something. We've got to get her out of here.
I agree.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Brawl, do you find what you're looking for in your pack?
Yes, get to the bottom of my pack and I pull out a kind of yellowish handkerchief, it looks like. And there are words written on it. And I'm just there intently staring at it, but then kind of shifting around looking at people. And I start repeating under my breath, Stravis, 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 Stravis.
And then with passive perception, even like Haimo, you'd be able to see this easily. Ao's not really out there to see it, but Haimo, you can read kind of in sewn in elegantly the name of Stravis Clavar on the corner of the cloth, which you would know to be the Archmage.
Where did you get that handkerchief?
I found it. It was near my hut.
Do you know who that is?
No, but I'm going to.
And we'll say over the ring, guys. This girl has a handkerchief that has the Archmage's name on it.
I'll run outside.
The one that killed the Emperor.
Right?
Yeah.
And as you guys are having this discussion, he just turns and like darts back out the door. Like maybe like, what?
Brooke jumps a little bit.
What? Run at her.
Yeah. Suddenly this dragon creature is running directly at you.
And as he gets close to me, I kind of do a big, and I look a little bit angry.
Oh, she starts to size you up.
Buffing up a little bit.
All right. She doesn't seem to like that very much.
What?
How's that go down?
I see that she's reading a handkerchief.
Yeah, you can see it in her like balled up in her fist as she's turned around looking at you as you run up to her.
How do you know her?
I don't. I didn't know it was a her, but now I do. So, thanks.
Well, you're welcome, but
So kind. So polite.
we have some trouble with her.
So do I.
And what would be your problem with her?
Well, I went out the other day and came back, and my hut was destroyed, and my sister was gone, and this was the only thing that I could find. So I haven't really ever left my hut before, but now I am. So I've traveled all the way from the Crimson Peaks, and I'm going to find this stupid Stravis, and I'm going to get my sister back. So.
And she's saying that, like, even like the cloth in her hand, you can see it says yellow. Mm-hmm. You can see that there seems to be like Looks like somebody wiped a little bit of blood with it in the middle. There's a blood stain on the cloth. Mm-hmm.
So you're after her. I'm after her too. Maybe we can work together.
I haven't really worked with any of your kind before.
Well, no one has.
Do you do that? Mm-hmm. Such confidence.
Semi Yoda there.
Brog seems more off-put by you, Ray, than by anyone else.
No, yeah. Which makes sense. But hey, we found common ground. I'm so happy.
Wow, amazing.
Let's see.
By the time I'm walking out into the training yard, is that where we are?
Yeah, pretty much.
I'm gonna look around and see, is there a cart?
Let me think here real quick. Let me map it back out in my head again. There.
Or maybe anything that can transport anything.
A lot of the stuff in this town looks very old and broken down. There are remnants of a cart, but nothing really usable at this point. Not back here anyway. And as you're looking around, let's see. What's your passive perception? 20. Okay. Let me think how this will work out. You're standing there looking out over the yard and looking around, and you kind of feel just kind of like a brush, maybe just by your leg slightly.
I took it out.
Yeah, you take a look around. At this point, make a perception check.
25.
25. So, okay. It's even with the 25, it's kind of hard to see. It was you can just kind of make out maybe like a glint in the sun, kind of on the floor, going through the room, kind of up against the walls near the shadows is maybe why it's kind of hard to see. There seems to be something quickly moving towards the door on the other side. But what catches your attention is that you see a ring in the center of it as it's going, and it looks exactly like your ring.
I checked Bella's hand.
It's gone.
Fuck. Hi, Mo. I need your help. Could you hold Belle?
I'll grab her.
Chase after it.
Okay. All right. What's your running or your dashing movement speed?
Speed is 45, dash is 90.
Okay. All right, cool. No worries. It did get a little bit of head start, but it seems to move quicker around the shadows, but you're catching up to it. As he does that, does anybody do anything else? As he he doesn't really say what's happening, but he suddenly gives Belle over and turns and dashes off.
Where's he going?
Running like that, you got to be chasing something.
I'm staring down our new friend here.
I just kind of start walking off after.
Just in that direction?
Yeah, I'm just walking.
All right, cool. So now I got everybody in my head. So you're following it. You can see it kind of, even with the ring, just kind of slink under the door in front of you.
Check the door.
Continue. All right, you go to check it. Stop and check real quick.
I'm not going to stop. Is it open?
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
It opens towards you, so you have to kind of stop and pull it open.
Yeah, that's fine.
And this takes you guys back to the room with the mirror and that door. No, we left that door open, didn't we? Mm-hmm. Yeah, the door's still open. You run through, you can still see it kind of going down the steps that go up to the door and going out, and you continue to chase across the glass of the broken mirror. You start to gain on it, especially now that it's kind of out in the open. How do we have this set up? I'm trying to remember exactly. I don't think there's a front door in this place. I think it was just like a drawbridge that was down. Is that right?
Yeah,
right?
I think so.
Okay. So you're chasing it. You get through this room. You're catching up to it. It goes across the drawbridge. You're still following it, and then the wall to the town, and you get there, and as you're about to catch it, from the side of the wall, you see a large black gauntlet holding a giant flaming greatsword stab into the shadow, and it sizzles and kind of reaches up and grabs the sword and melts into, and just kind of disappears in the ring. It kind of rolls on the ground, and guess who's here?
Yeah.
Owen stands before you, sword in hand, and with him, looking to the south, is the lady in white.
Oh, shit.
You're cool.
Let me look at my health again. yeah, it's about the right time.
Look at my spell slot.
Look at spell slots, and yeah, it's about right. Yeah, right on time. God.
And that happens, and you have a... What do you want to do at that point? Like he seems to stab it down and look, and doesn't move for a moment.
Did we know the lady in the white's name?
You guys were led to believe that it was Mercule, the goddess of death, but it was never confirmed. And maybe as you take in the situation, Owen begins to bend down to the ground, and he's fingering for the ring.
Owen.
And guy like stops a bit and turns towards you, and then if you guys remember the description of Owen, giant plate armor with the skull and face cover and cold red eyes peer at you.
And I look at the lady in the white and I say, Mercule?
And Mercule, we'll give our description again since it's been a long time, but you see a very slender, elegant elven woman. You can see the pointy ears. Skin color is very porcelain white, though. I guess that's the only thing not very elvish looking. Long black hair that almost touches the ground, very straight, and the white dress. And she kind of turned towards you, and she no smile, no emotion on her face. She just kind of turns. Hello, my child.
I bow slightly.
Okay. And
Owen, I don't know if you're still in there, but Belle's gone.
And you say that, and you can see the grip on the sword tightens, and he kind of like stabs the ground violently one more time, and snatches the ring up off the ground, and stands up and holds it in his open hand. And you can kind of see the shadows swirl from his hand as he's looking at it. It just seemed to come from his body.
She fell in battle, and there was nothing I could do. I couldn't save her.
And as you say that, you kind of hear like almost like a snort come from his mouth, like a kind of the smoke comes out. And just the way he's standing and holding himself, and you're familiar with him, he looks very hostile towards you, but he's not drawing or holding his sword in a way that he's ready to attack you. But he does like turn towards you and is standing between you and the lady in white, but you're still able to peek around and see her. Right there. The rest of you, anything else? Hymo, you would probably actually, with your passive perception, you'd be able to like see that there's something going on, because it's kind of a straight shot all the way from where you're looking. You can see AO stop and they're still kind of around the corner from where you are, but you do see like this flame kind of shoot up in front of them.
Sword.
Yeah, you do see a flame.
Guys, why is AO looking at a flaming sword?
What do you mean, flaming sword?
The way yours is ice, this one's flaming.
Immediately turn to Brog and nice meeting you. Want to follow a safe journey, but I got some business to take care of. And I start heading that way.
You start running that
Dashing.
way. Okay. Now he begins to run off. What's everybody else doing at this point?
Brog is locked on Ray. She's not looking anywhere else.
Okay. Yeah, quite shocking seeing this the Dragonborn Hua. Hymo, you still have Belle in your arms. What do you do? She's light enough that you're still able to move, full movement, no problem.
Start heading that way.
Yeah. Are you being careful walking with her, or are you dashing?
Yeah, I'm
as
gonna
well?
be careful.
All right, so you're walking. Scryan, what are you doing?
Like, as I was walking out in that direction after AO,
Yeah, you were. Yeah, you kind of got a head start. So you're at all that point. You're probably about halfway through the room, like probably about where the throne was.
okay, so
And so, yeah, you can't see.
I don't really see anything.
Unless you're like trying to look and see after they say
Yeah.
that, you can make a perception check. But with your passive perception of 10, you can just see AO standing there, and like you can see like the red and yellow sky out in the distance.
Okay, well, I'm just gonna continue walking then
Okay.
because I don't really see any
Okay.
danger.
I just want to see how fast you guys are going to get there. All right. Yeah, back to you, AO. Owen begins. He still stands there and kind of unmoving, and the lady in white kind of turns back and looks to the south.
Mirko, I have to talk to you.
Please speak freely.
I want you to keep everybody else away. Just me and you.
And she kind of, without even looking, she just kind of motions to Owen's back, and Owen steps past you onto the drawbridge and kind of takes a "you shall not pass" stance. And she kind of, no, she doesn't smile. I almost said she kind of smiles to you, but she does not. But she kind of motions that, and she's like, "Don't worry, it's fine."
Step forward.
Yeah.
I lost someone very dear to me. If there's any way you could bring her back, you can have my life and give hers back. Is there anything you can do?
She kind of almost gives like a tired sigh. Usually when mortals pray to me, they're much like the same as you. Grief over death. It's part of living, isn't it?
It is. It's why I offered this trade.
And she kind of just sits and looks out for a moment. What would you do for me? What's one soul for another? You're all mine in the end. As she says that, it almost kind of like bites at you, like it's being very cold.
Belle, she didn't deserve this. People like her don't get cut short. Their lives are meant to go on, but mine, we're meant to die for those people.
Children of Haze. Long life does seem to run in the family. And she turns and kind of looks at you. Unfortunately, there's nothing I can do just at the moment. And all I can do is this. And she kind of reaches behind her. And there's nothing, she has no packs or anything, but then kind of a blue lantern with butterflies. She produces it. And inside, you see Belle's ring. And it kind of gives off this light blue glow. You can kind of see a swirl of something inside. She hands it to you.
What is this?
That's Belle, her soul. There's no afterlife, currently, as you would call it, as there's no balance. But this will give her soul time to heal. And then you can bring her back.
What do you want in return?
And she gives like a real drawn out sigh at that point and turns back down and looks to the south, which is the direction of Pearl Reach, and you can see the clouds in the distance. They almost begin to kind of make like a swirl, and there's almost like a black void in the middle. And Pearl Reach, you're kind of on a hill. You can see in that direction. There's the tree line, and you can tell it's right past the tree line where you're looking. You can't quite see the city. Maybe you can see like kind of a point with your perception of the Temple of Helm. And it's definitely centered over that. Oh, there is much work to be done. Something I'd like to speak to everyone, if that's okay with you. And they're having this talk. You guys that have been walking in this direction as they're talking see Owen now plainly step out, sword in hand, in like a challenging stance. As you all you've seen is Ao go around the corner. Like as Owen had walked out, Ao walks around the corner, and Owen stands there. I guess only you two are out there. You guys
I was
are
gonna
still.
say, has anyone said anything about it yet?
I don't think
We just not got those.
other than Osteron saying he had some business.
Yeah.
I think that's the only cues you guys, have had. So yeah, let's do you guys real quick. You probably at this point you've ran up. You were walking forward, probably about the mirror room. You guys were probably side by side at that point, and you can plainly see this large, shadowy knight step out, sword in hand. What do you guys do at that point?
Brog sees a threat and she pulls out her bow.
Yeah. Well, you're kind of around the side. You don't see any of this.
I've got
we don't.
16 perception.
You'll see.
Maybe you can hear something in the distance, but you don't have like a line of sight to see.
Yeah.
Okay.
Gotta walk.
Yeah, unless you guys stop your death stare and walk around.
Oh no, she's not doing that.
No, wait. Go ahead.
So let's do
I'm
you
just
guys
waiting for a
first.
cue.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just kind of look at Osteron.
And then- As you would say, brother, son of a bitch.
Right out of my mouth, brother.
Yep. Well. Of all times.
Tired of this already. And we'll pull the axes out.
Yeah.
And, just start walking across the bridge towards Owen.
And you start like
Yeah.
walking down to the room towards him.
Yeah, I'm walking with him.
Yeah.
Sword ready to go.
Okay. And he'll begin to approach you guys as you do. Like he will kind of begin to walk forward, and even at that distance, you kind of almost hear like a. He never speaks, but it's always like a. But you almost hear like a. Hussies.
Too good.
And he kind of drags the from as large as he is, he kind of like drags the point of the great sword behind him a bit, leaving a light flame across the wood of the drawbridge.
I'll keep like a very serious stare directly into Owen's eyes, and then I'll kind of come over the ring.
Shh, Raynor.
What? I'm busy.
Batman?
Justice. We may need you.
Okay. Why?
Owen's here.
I turn to this lady because I don't know her name yet.
Mm-hmm.
You gonna go with that?
I'm decent.
We might need you. And I just start off.
Yep. You guys head that way. That's probably. So you guys are all heading that way. You guys are approaching Owen, and he's approaching you.
I just want to say, as Ray breaks the contact and starts running away from her, Brog goes, "What are you?" So for a little second, then you continue.
And
Something about Ray that she's not keen on.
Jamar had to run to the bathroom. So hey, that's a good time for us to take a break. We'll take a break right there and come back and see where all this goes. So don't go anywhere, guys. We still got another half of the show to go.
Whoa!
Hey! Oh man, somebody kicked my camera. Look how far over.
Oh no! Go fix it.
Shame. Yeah.
Yay!
There we
Fixed it.
Much better. Let's keep this one. All good. So welcome back. Hope you guys had a good break. Where we left off, A was talking to Mercule, goddess of death. Brog and Raynor broke off the tension, and we're heading that to the drawbridge. Oseron and almost said Hymo. Hymo, we don't know what you're doing yet. Oseron and Scron, you guys are preparing to engage Owen. Hymo, what were you doing? You were walking that way, right?
Holding Bell's buddy.
I have Bell's body, and Owen. Yeah, they're all walking towards Owen as Owen is taking like a stance of combat, a challenging stance. And you guys, they'll come around now, see this too as well. But Hymo, you would have saw it before they got too far ahead. What would you do?
Right now, with everything, because I just had to keep going.
Yeah, you'd probably be around, probably in the mirror room about the same time they got there, since like your walking movement speed so much faster, really. Yeah, you'd been like right behind him.
Yeah, I just
Because I saw Owen step out. Yeah,
keep walking with Bill.
yeah, keep going. Okay. Cool. Trying to keep everything in order. I got notes this time. But so yeah, she mentioned that she wanted to speak to everyone. And that's probably about the end of that conversation. About this time, as you guys are stepping towards Owen, and Owen he stops as he's looking at you guys. He's it's almost like a disappointment, he kind of begins to turn and walk away from you guys. And his sword, it's kind of like a little flame from his hand jumps up into a small in the air and goes around his neck, back into the necklace.
And he said, "Flames hot."
But he begins to turn and walk away from you guys.
What does that mean, brother? Does he not want to fight, or?
Obviously, the sight of us together scared him.
Obviously, I can see that.
And as you say that, he suddenly like snaps around and almost has like this, like he's kind of like turns around, like stomps at you, and you can hear like a smoke comes from his under his mask, and his eyes go bright red. Roll a wisdom saving throw.
Oh. So the weakest.
17 altogether.
All right.
Yeah, because I'm standing next to Ashron.
Yeah, you have to get that plus 4.
18. Fear takes over your bodies.
Whoa. Not while I'm around.
Oh yeah, you
get aura of courage.
Okay, well you don't be feared, but you definitely he like jumps at you and like casts something, and like your skin kind of goes cold for a minute, and you almost get like the feeling that you want to run away, but you're able to hold your ground, and he just kind of like slowly turns back around, looking over his shoulder.
Was that it, Owen?
And he continues to walk away.
Yeah, right there, brother.
Yeah.
Sweating bullets.
Oh, Lord, she's hot out here. So.
Yeah, man.
And Hamo, you're far enough back that you saw him do it, and you kind of like didn't make you jump or anything. He almost had you guys running for a whole minute.
Not these, brother. They don't run. They don't run a hill.
So, but anyway, he walks back across the drawbridge and kind of just walks off to the left. And as he walks off, and Ayo, you see him rejoin you. At this point, Asran, you see in the distance, we had mentioned that the sky is this kind of orange and yellow. It's separate colors. They're kind of spun together. Mm-hmm. Like someone just kind of poured some yellow and some orange and spun it with the paintbrush a couple of times. If you guys remember the description I gave Ayo, you can see in the distance of Pearl Reach, the clouds kind of spin in like a storm-shaped pattern in this void that's there. Except for you, it's not a void. You can see the avatar of Helm, the burning baby in the sky with the gyroscopes spinning around, except they've stopped spinning and they've all kind of lined up around each other. Mm-hmm. And the eyeballs, like it's huge, so you can still see it from this distance. The eyeballs seem to all be looking down at Pearl's Reach. You're the only one that sees this. Everyone else just sees the storm in the distance and it looks like trouble. But anyway, Owen rejoins you guys as you're sitting there. I'm assuming everyone's going to follow and keep going that direction. Mm-hmm. Anything else you want to say before everybody gets there?
Thank you.
Don't thank me yet. So you guys continue, right? Yeah. You guys get to the end of the drawbridge and you can see you look around where Owen has walked, and Ayo, you see the lady in white standing there, Ayo beside her, and Owen kind of walks and stands on her left side. And he's also looking to the south as well. You can see Ao has a lantern. It's a silver lantern with a blue glow in the glass. And you can kind of see a swirl going through it. And there's a ring in the middle of the, sitting in the bottom. And you'll all see this as you kind of come in. Like, you guys will get there first, and then, of course, you guys will come in after.
Merkel, would we need Bell's body nearby for this? Her spirit will come back to her body, if willing.
So we run up and see Ao with the lantern, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
All right. What's going on here? Ao, what are you doing?
This is the Lady of Death. This is Miracle. And she has offered to bring back Bell.
At what cost?
I think that's what we got to discuss.
And then you hear her monotone voice, very soft, but very lack of life. Hello, children of Haze. It's almost time. And as you have Bell's body, Owen, like, even without insight checks, you can tell like he seems restless, and he kind of starts to sideways kind of walk over. It's almost like if feels like he's disobeying, kind of like a dog, not too sure what to do. And but he walks over to you, and kind of large black plate gauntlets kind of grab her hand. It's almost tiny in his. And as he does, kind of her skin kind of goes a little more gray than it was before, which may be alarming to some of you. I'm not too sure, but like there's still a little bit of color. She, like, of course she's dead, so the color is drained, but even like more so, like very lack of color other than her clothes and hair. And he kind of removes his hand and steps back, and her body feels like almost like ice in your arms.
I just look at Owen. What did you do?
He kind of like just like grunts and like slowly kind of trots back. And Mercule, he's removed the decay of death from her body. She'll stay just the way she is forever.
Well, let me ask you this. At what cost will it take to bring her back? What's the deal? What was the deal?
I'm sure you have many questions, as we're all here to witness the events that man set in motion, the heroes that Nicholas selected. And you can almost hear like a kind of an edge to her voice a little bit as she says that. Helm is returning. What will you do? And she kind of like glances over to you. Will you bend the knee? Sorry. To your god?
You mean the guy that would like watch me die and all the rest of my friends, my family die?
Well, I watched you die as well.
Yeah, I can't wait to. I don't know, you die?
Death affects us all in its own ways. Do you fear death?
No. Not anymore.
She just kind of like stares at you as you say that. But she's like no emotion, but she just looks. Well, hold on to that. I'm sure you'll need it. What do the rest of you plan to do? The gods have returned to your plane. What's left of it is shattered.
How many of you plan on returning?
And she kind of like sticks her head to the side a little bit, like she's thinking. explaining things to mortals is always so confusing. We're really always here, but I guess the word would be manifest ourselves into your plane. We exist on all planes, but to directly involve ourselves, we must create these bodies, imbue it with our power, our personality, but everything continues on, much like your hearts continue to beat without you thinking about it. Maybe that's what Nicholas wants, to draw out our personality. She kind of seems to have like a distaste for the word. Our will, I'd like to call it. And I can't say it's a bad plan. Maybe it'll end all the feuds and return balance.
Is that the purpose?
I can't say for sure about that, man, but I can see another way or reason to that mortal as she pauses before she says it.
Mirkill. You and Helm are connected. You're part of you're different sides of the same coin. One's life and one's death. During our adventures, we saw the symbol of him shift and change. Was that a shift and change into him?
She sits for a while like she's considering your words. Helm has always been a jealous god, fueled by jealousy and his almost need to rule all things living. He is quite different than he was before he struck our father down. Regrettably so.
Father?
Yes, like the one who birthed... No, that's not right. Your creator. Everything starts somewhere, even gods. And unfortunately, even the god or goddess, the entity of death, must take them eventually. And she just kind of leaves that hanging out there. And it's kind of like the most emotion you kind of see at her. She kind of just seems to be like she's thinking. And she just kind of like sways her head back and forth. But it's almost kind of creepy as her eyes don't seem to focus on anything. She just kind of like looks in the distance. Almost like a doll.
And why did Helm do it?
Jealousy. He wants all things.
Is that why he came over here?
He came.
He brought the humans.
He led the humans to a place I felt that I had claimed, and the people that I had created. I guess we could use that word. And used humans to enslave and take what was mine. And then he took everything he could until he was bored. And then he left. And now, someone has taken something that he values. He's come back. Will you kill him? Will you bring death to my brother? I can no longer do it. She kind of like holds her hands out as she turns towards you. I'm no longer connected to my being. I suspect that's why you're all still alive. Yeah, she kind of like stares at the lantern.
We can try to purge this form from this plane, but how do we go about killing a god?
And she kind of like almost like, oh, surprisingly like emotion on her face. Oh, my scythe. It was created. It holds my power, some of it, on this plane. It could destroy his self. She said it with kind of a question at the end.
How are we supposed to find this scythe?
You've seen it before. And she kind of looks all of you in the eyes. Mm-hmm. You've all seen it. Where do you think it is?
We just saw it appear out of nowhere.
Unfortunately, I can't tell where it is. It's hidden from me, but I can still feel its presence on your beings. The last one who held it was a descendant of Helm, grotesque man. You know him as the Emperor? Liam Godfrey. She like kind of like snaps her fingers a little bit. That was his name. Did he die well?
No. He was murdered.
I wish I was there for that one. I miss it. The regret, the memories. And just kind of like looks at you the side. So sweet.
He was murdered.
And if we kill Helm, what of you? You take over everything? Is that balance?
I suppose you could kill me as well. Or maybe I just stay here and never go back to my primal power to influence it with my will. Things will just move on naturally. I have no desire to rule or to have things. I only want to watch them crumble away.
And what of Owen? Will you release him or what?
She kind of looks at him sideways for a bit. Do you have feelings for this one? He is my champion, and I suppose once things are over, I won't need one.
Well, strange turn of events, or unfortunately, he's still my brother.
He just kind of like turns and looks at him, and he's like, just doesn't look.
Will you release him after this is done?
Is that your demands? That I bring back your lovely bell tone? Release Owen Hayes? And you'll take on this monumental task of delivering my will to my brother? champion of Helm. Just kind of like, it's almost like she's looking through you at this point.
Yeah. What do you guys? What? I'm good with any decision we make as a family.
Screw hell.
Miracle. You're so powerful. Why can't you do it yourself?
Not anymore. And I guess you would call it love, or maybe pity. I am very angry for what he did to my father. But I've just never been able to do it.
What was your father's name?
It's kind of like, I was kind of confused for a minute. Name? I only call him father so that your mortal minds can understand the concept of which I speak. Oh, a child of Helm is here.
I do not know Helm.
He abandoned you long ago. Settled for the humans. A favorite of our fathers.
My family told me of a different god, so I have no business with you.
Gods have many names. What of that man?
Nicholas is attempting to raise a city of elves. Is that the lie?
I suppose he'll want the dragon's heart for that as well. I don't detest the host of Murubal. It almost brings me joy that another brother of mine has a second chance to aid in my cause.
You mentioned the dragon's heart. What do you mean?
Chambrios the Gentle. I believe you are on a quest to repair this world.
Right. Since the gods won't.
Helm wouldn't let me if I wanted to. She kind of like almost has like a little sneer. It was almost as a gift to me, I guess. But I would rather see the things that my father created return to what they were. But to repair the tree is a great, powerful, magical item would be required. The heart of a dragon would do.
I can't let that happen.
That's up to you. And she kind of like turns and it's like, oh, it's time. And she looks towards Pearl Reach. And you guys can see the clouds begin to move quicker around this area. The void of where the avatar helm is for you begins to lighten or grow brighter, almost to like a white light. And you can see quickly it shoots down into Pearl Reach. And you just hear the wind in the air. Just this beam comes down, and seconds later, you kind of hear a boom roll through the air. And then a bright light shoots in the direction through the woods towards you, but ends like maybe half the way of the distance you guys are, and then you can also see it go out to the east and the west. Oseron, you see through this light. Everyone else looks like a light just coming down. Oseron, you see the Avatar helm, this flame baby. It just begins to kind of turn and like shrink down and come down the light slowly, and it goes into the city, and it stops. But you can see where the lights were as the light disappears, like a black, almost like burn marks in each direction, going across the land. There's no fire involved, but definitely scorched the earth. And smoke begins to rise in the air in the distance in Pearl Reach. And she kind of like leans towards you a little bit. He's here. Can you feel him? And you actually can just feel like something, like almost kind of like almost like an anxiety in your heart.
To go.
Like almost like something's pulling you. And then she kind of boops you on the nose a little bit.
She booped my snoop.
And it kind of releases, like this almost like it was building up to almost like an overbearing pressure. It just kind of dissolves. She kind of like gives you this smile, but like the smile she gives you almost disturbs you.
Yeah. Just kind of. Yeah. Okay, so guys, I think Helm's in Pearl Reach.
Was that what that was?
That's what it seems like. He's here. He's here.
Yeah, cool. You said the scythe can kill him. Where can we find it? Where was the last place you knew of it?
That's a good place to start. I was in Murubal's realm before that man separated me, and I could still feel it. And she kind of like points in a direction, and geography-wise, you'd be able to like see where she's pointing. But Oseron, since with your true sight, you had felt before, she's like pointing directly at Summershade. There's also a dragon and a very old thing that needs to die.
In that direction, towards Summershade. I don't know how to tell you guys this, but I don't know why, but I can feel it. But as she pointed towards Summershade, if Miracle feels her sight is there, then that's where we're gonna have to go.
Is that where you saw the dragon?
Yes, it was a rapid flash, but yes, that's why it feels that way.
Yeah, out of all the things you could see, the dragon was definitely like the most prominent. And give me a history check to see if you can recall.
That wasn't bad. 12.
Okay, well, you remember the dragon was in Summershade, but it wasn't in. It was below Summershade. It seemed to be underground.
Seems the scythe is there, the dragon's there, underground, and something very, very old and ancient needs to die.
See.
So it looks like our choices are going to Summershade.
Miracle. As you know, we were going to fix these pillars to save the realm. How can we abandon that to go to Summershade?
These pillars, places that were broken when Murubal entered the realm. Just simply buying time. Wouldn't stop what's happening from happening. But I would suspect, ultimately in the end, that these pillars would be needed to be fixed. Did that man send you on that quest?
He did.
Will you use that scythe on that man?
To save my father, I would.
What about on the soul resting within him?
We'll use every blade on Muru Ball.
But why?
Isn't he the reason, the cause for all of this?
More of a result. More of a trigger. There's been many things that have caused for this plane to be in the shape that it is. One could say that it's Helm's fault. That the elves were pushed to desperate measures to call the old god from his realm.
If we do this for you, will you tell us can we even restore this realm?
It'll take time. But if things can return to their natural balance, she kind of squints a little bit. It all may work out in the end. The choice is always up to you, but if you can find it in your heart to spare my distant relative, Muru Ball, I'd be thankful. He's only doing what's in his nature.
So that's the deal, right? We get Bell back if we do this quest.
Absolutely.
Slay the god of light and let the god of destruction live.
I also want your word that you will not be corrupted as Helm was.
I give you my word. As long as you hold true to yours.
If needed, would you leave?
Death?
You can still watch us from beyond this plane, can't you?
Death is just a way of life, yo.
It is.
It's a difficult question for me to answer. This form, yes. But death can never really leave you.
Okay. One more question. We've seen churches that worship both Helm and Miracle. Why?
It's the way it should be. Both are necessary.
I guess my point is, why would you kill life?
It gives life meaning. Those that live too long for death. Perhaps you're too young, but maybe one day you too will pray for me, as this one did, and she kind of motions towards Owen.
He doesn't look like he's living right now.
I suppose not. But he's not dying either. I wonder how he feels. And he just continues to look. As you can see more smoke rising from the south. Let's see. She. Is there anything else you need of me? Is there any way I can assist?
This city is full of undead.
She kind of like looks out.
Is there nothing you can do about that? Or, I mean, they shouldn't be here, right?
As you say that, and you look out, you don't see anything moving around in the city. You actually would notice like there's a couple of pile of bones just laying around. And she reaches to her side and produces a vial, like a small vial. And there's this, well, it's more like I'd say more like a potion. And it looks to be a red liquid kind of swirled with black that just circles. And she kind of hands it towards you.
I take it.
Yeah. Maybe that'll help you. But don't drink it unless you're ready to see me again in the afterlife.
Okay.
And she basically hands you a potion of death.
Yeah.
She's kind of like looking over all of you. She looks at you. Let me see your axe. The dead one.
I'll pull out the one with the branch as the handle.
Yeah. And she opens her hand.
Careful, brother.
She takes it. I feel a lot of regret in this weapon. Do you wish you had another?
The way of which I acquired that weapon might be a little regretful.
And she kind of holds her hand out towards Owen. And Owen kind of turns and looks for a minute. Then she like almost has like a confused look on her face. She like turns and looks at him. He grabs for his neck and places his necklace in her hand. Will this do?
Let me see that. This should do fine.
And she hands the axe over to Owen, and Owen takes it, and you think you can see like the wood like splintering under his hand, under his fist. As he grips it tightly. Let's see if anything else. Notes. Do you guys have anything else you want to ask Miracle at this point? You guys got Belle's soul lantern. She gave you the potion. Gave you a two-handed weapon. She spoke on spoke a little about your ancestry, slightly. Sorry, this is a whole bunch of different things that she's got. I guess the only thing that like really sticks out is she seems to really dislike Nicholas. Much more than Helm. She's asking you to kill him, but it's almost like asking for mercy on him or something like that. Like it's more of a empathetic empathy than anything.
I guess I would ask. Miracle. Since you're a guide and can see stuff, can you tell me what this necklace does and this bracelet? Since you seem to be in a giving mood of knowledge.
That's the least I could do for what you're up against.
Thanks.
When she takes it from you, and And she'll actually, is there more?
Oh, and I reach in the bag, and I have this hand that something from another dimension. If you could just give me the history check on that.
All right. So she will, like, at this point, I know it's a little silly, but she will act as a free identify spell for you for a moment. As you just like start handing her stuff, and she's just like, she kind of looks at everything like it's just like she's looking at
Jump.
just trash. But so what you guys got? The bracelet is actually Ioun stones. Each one. There is an agility. These will not take you over your max, and they will not continue to take you over for the ones you're using the rings for. But there is an agility plus 2 dex one. It's a deep red. There's this pink one, fortitude, that gives you plus 2 constitution. There's a wisdom, plus 2 wisdom, that's blue. Intelligence is a marble colored, and one known as leader, pink and green swirls, that gives plus 2 charisma. So you guys can make note of that you have 5 Ioun stones for agility, constitution, wisdom, intelligence, and charisma. She tells you the hand is worthless. There's nothing special about the hand. It's gross. And she actually kind of likes it and asks if she can keep it.
Yeah, I guess that'll be my offering to you.
And what else you guys giving her to look at?
The necklace pendant.
Oh yeah, and she like kind of takes the hand and like sticks the pinky in its mouth. She's kind of like holding it as she's looking at the necklace. It's chopped off hand hanging from her lips, and that is it's an amulet. It's an amulet of Black Skull. And those OG D&D guys may know this. But am I taking notes of all these?
Yeah.
Trying to.
So it's got 6 charges, right?
Yeah.
1d6 recharge every dawn. It allows you to teleport 100 feet around you. You don't have to have line of sight, but you have to be familiar with the area. It's got to be something you've seen before and you know well. So if there's like a wall, you can teleport behind the wall.
Okay.
But if you are not undead, there is a DC 16 Constitution save you have to make. You roll a D100, and there's some random effects. And she goes into detail. She can tell you exactly all the stuff is. There's a minor curse you get from 1 through 20. You grow larger, like the enlarged spell. 21 through 35, 36 through 50. You grow smaller for a amount of time. 51 through 70, you appear with nothing but the necklace on, and all your gear just kind of gets thrown 200 feet around you. 71 through 95, you get paralyzed for 1 minute. And 96 through 100, you are petrified and need an actual high-level magic to undo that. So, if you got the Constitution to make, you can teleport all you want 6 times a day with the recharges.
A Constitution save of 16?
Yep.
Easy.
More about the other stuff.
Yeah. The carpet is a flying carpet. It can hold 800 pounds.
Jesus.
Its movement speed is 30 feet. So it's not very fast, but it can hold 800 pounds. That's 6x9. And there's even stuff with the lantern as well. You can activate the lantern that holds Belle's soul, and it gives you 30-foot light, and then 30-foot dim light after that. You can ask Belle for help, and it's like typically Mage Hand. It's the cantrip Mage Hand that you can use anytime. Like kind of her ghostly figure can help you. And if you have it within 10 feet, when you fall, you are stabilized by the spirit.
Man, it's like one of my favorites in Zelda. Oh, I died. Pretty good around that.
And she speaks of a spell that she kind of looks to you. The spell Good and Evil can undo the enchantment that holds your soul. So be wary of that.
What's the name of the spell again?
I think it's Dispel Good and Evil. And then just to give you the details, she'll tell you that the potion that she gave you,
Certain death.
whoever drinks it dies on the spot. Yeah, there's it's you don't have to drink the whole thing, really. It's very deadly. Like a drop of it may not kill you, but it would hurt really bad. And then you got the sword, which is a copy of his. Just fire damage, 1d6 fire. And as you are holding it, it actually starts to kind of like glow a little brighter as it's close to his. His earring kind of glows brighter as it lights up in your hand. And both your weapons are now +2 instead of +1. It's like I'm gearing you guys up for something. I don't know.
Big's on its way.
It sounds awesome, but at the same time, I'm like, oh, we're gonna need a +2. Oh.
She'll even tell you the bag you have is a bag of devouring. You guys,
Yeah, I knew
Yeah.
it was. That's what I was going to give to him.
yeah. Is there anything else that she needs to let you guys know? Like she seems like she's, even though she's so like socially really weird to you guys, she's quite nice. She's just kind of like that you kind of get the feeling of her without even rolling insight that just she knows something you don't, and she's just like looking at you like I'm going to get you. But she's provided a little bit of information about the history of humans, the father, a little bit of Helm, a little bit of Muru Ball. If there's anything specific you guys want to know more about that, she may have information for you.
Can you tell me where Stravis is?
She's kind of like, who?
Aren't you supposed to be a god who can see everything and know where everyone is?
One time, I think I remember seeing her in between there and there, and she points to Pearl Reach and Summershade. But that was some time ago. I don't know where she may be now.
Or how about a little girl named Tern Lusgar? Do you know if she's still around?
And timeline-wise, would you say that she was taken... I guess just to be blunt with it, since Nicholas separated her from her actual powers, she's not omnipotent and like she's still got power, but she can't just like over there or anything anymore. So if it happened recently, she's not going to know.
Okay, yeah, it was within like
She'll be able to tell you like
10 days.
where your hut was, and that's about it. Like she like points at your hut, like remember there.
Okay.
Anything else?
Would you like to know, brother, about, you know, your life? Just be a good time to ask. You can ask about Sereni and... she would have known that, would she? You never know until you ask, brother.
And like as you like saying that, you kind of hear like going like, what?
There's an elf I would like to just check on, if that's a thing. I don't know exactly what all you're capable of, but an elf by the name of Zareni.
I do remember this one. She had thoughts of death for you. Several occasions.
Well,
It's very romantic.
that's what I thought.
And again, she doesn't know where she is, but like I think at that time Zareni was still in Pearl Reach. So maybe she doesn't know.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, she's more it's more history stuff that she has information for than anything.
Yeah.
Yep. And yeah. If nobody else has anything else, throw it at me if you want to.
Okay.
It can be anything.
If I step foot in Summershade again, I will be captured. How can I prevent that?
It's a problem I've never dealt with before. Maybe, as you would say, be sneaky?
I look down. Yeah, I blend in very well.
Good. She seems to miss the sarcasm. But yep. You got anything else? I'll ask one more time. We'll move on if not.
My good friend here, his son, is possessed by a demon.
One of the children of Murubal.
Zedekiel. You've heard of the name.
Oh, I'm familiar.
How do we separate the demon from the child?
Kill the child?
Is there no other way?
Who is he attached to before?
Me.
You're talking to him.
How did you do it?
It was removed during a... It's a long story, but it was a curse, and it got removed during, and it latched... Zedekiel latched on to the first thing he could. So a removed curse bill, maybe?
You have to be quite a powerful one.
I don't know such.
I don't know if you possess the powers to remove Zedekiel.
On that level, no.
Perhaps you could go to his plane and kill him there.
How does one get there?
Oh, there's plenty of magics in this world that could help you travel from plane to plane.
What's the name of the plane?
She kind of like thinks for a second. The name of the plane. I don't think anyone's ever made a name for it. I guess kind of no. Mortal has named it. The ethereal plane? Ethereal?
Close enough.
It's kind of the in-between.
Yeah.
Not much there. I don't have much interest.
And he can die there, right?
Everything can die.
That's all I need to know.
All right. So yeah, she gives you kind of like a roundabout answer for
Yeah.
Ezekiel.
I got it.
She like doesn't seem to really have much interest in the ethereal plane because there's like really nothing there. There's a little bit there, but usually ghosts is kind of. She doesn't like ghosts. Yep. So yeah, you guys kind of got kind of a direction from her maybe in a possible quest, and then Helma's come back. But after a amount of time passes by, she'll bid you all farewell and good luck, and Owen will scoop her up off the ground, and kind of a black murky portal opens up and he steps through it. And you're left in the silence as the wind blows. There's no birds in the air. There's no bugs. Just everything's silent as you stand in the remnants of this undead city. And we still got time. So what you guys want to do?
Get somewhere where I can get a full rest.
Yeah. You still guys still have Belle's body. She didn't offer to take it with her or anything like that. But you got all your stuff identified. You got a magic carpet you can throw her on if you want to do that. And looking around, you said you were looking for a cart earlier. There's no horses or anything, but the town still functions normally, so there are carts and such in town. And I believe you guys left the horses in the woods in the distance.
Yeah.
We did.
Well.
So, you mentioned that you know of my enemy, Stravis.
I mean, we've met a few times.
Well, I'm going to rip her flesh from her bones. So, if that's where you're also heading, perhaps we can accompany one another.
I go to Hamo and take the body to a cart.
Okay.
She'll slow us down.
Sorry, your name is
Brug.
Rug. Do you think you're really prepared to do that?
Well, I've never been inside of a city before, but I am definitely strong enough.
Have you ever been in combat?
Yes, many a time. I fought beasts 5 times your size, little boy.
Well, I hate to tell you, Tom.
That's how you get him, Mary.
I hate to tell you, you long-legged giant, but I have slain many that are 3 times bigger than you. So either way,
Congratulations, that's good.
And
I bet your parents are very proud.
maybe they are. I don't know. One's dated.
The tasks ahead of us are monumental. If you die, well,
You're dead.
there's a high risk.
Well, I will take any risk necessary to find Term.
Why did Stravis take your sister?
I don't know. We generally aren't liked by most of your kind, so
Guys, we're going on a mission to save our sister by any means necessary. So why should we stop her?
And I guess I'd ask, Mary, how does Brock feel about the whole God stuff? Does she care? Or she just wanted to find her sister and that's it?
she's not like growing up. She has never even heard of these gods. Like her family,
Quite secluded?
yeah, very very isolated, and they told stories of their own history. So she's never like she's seen people in the outskirts of cities before, but
Yeah.
she's never really interacted with them. Like
So
her
this,
whole,
this grand quest that they're on, you're just kind of like,
it doesn't make any sense to
yeah,
her.
you're like, who are these people and why do
Yeah.
they matter and what just happened in that city down there?
Yeah,
Gotcha. Okay,
yeah.
cool. So yeah, Hamo says that you guys are on a quest to save your fallen sister. Why prevent her, or why not help her who's going in the same direction?
You know, we did the same thing when we were going through the forest for my family.
But you was with us for a while there, Highball.
Yeah, but everybody deserves. She doesn't seem like she has any evil will about her. Everybody deserves to be with their family.
Masaron, she's been kind of treating you like a child and talking about her strength and slaying these things. How do you feel about that? You feel like she needs to be tested?
Slightly yes and slightly I'm like, I don't know. It's like Sister's dead. It's like kind of want to fight, but it's like mixed emotions. Like I don't want to fight her, but at the
I
same
think
time,
we should see what you can do,
Sure.
because our fights are very dangerous.
Okay. Don't you live in cities? What is dangerous in a city? You don't look like hill folk.
You guys hill dwarves?
Yeah.
Very clean with your clean, sparkly armor on.
She looks at us Scron and notes how clean his armor is. Never seen battle once in your life, huh?
We come from a noble family.
Don't mistake my swag for lack of strength.
I look around for a
Dwarves
small
for it.
tent.
You look for the swag bag?
Yeah.
Where's your tent at?
His bag in the bottom. Look at that.
Mary told
Look,
me.
if-
Go ahead, sorry.
Oh. If you want to come along, that's on you. But I'm just warning you, it's dangerous, and we will not slow down.
Well, I admit that I will need help in locating this murderer, and then I will definitely be able to hold my own in battle. That is without a doubt.
You know, Clabs did kill the Emperor. Still have a bone to pick with her, regardless.
No, as far as you guys know, aside from the Emperor, she's the only other person involved with him that messes with the scythe. Because the Emperor, you remember him throwing the scythe to her.
I just turn around and walk away towards Ale.
Well, Brog.
Brog.
Brog. Yeah. You're more than welcome to join us. Welcome to the crew.
Okay.
She seems very unimpressed by your invitation. Since you have Owen's necklace now, what is your command word for it?
Mm.
The block is
Straight
high.
fire.
The block is high.
Since you got arch code, you should do
It's
straight
lit.
fire. High.
Just like start singing some Nelly. Getting hot in here.
Burning Fury.
Burning Fury. Burning Fury. All right, cool. So yeah, you guys are looking around. Yeah, so yeah, you guys have tentatively accepted Brog into the group for at least get her to summer shade and possibly help her find her sister. But more of your own desires lie in locating the Archmage yourself. What? So you've taken Belle's body. Looking for a cart, you said?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're able to find it. What kind of cart are you looking for? Like maybe something with 2 wheels that can be picked up, or
Yeah, anything that I can transport her body.
you can find one that has like hay stacked in it that would be
Yeah, start patting that stuff down and
yeah.
lay the body in.
Yep. And it's oh, what's your strength? It's not too bad, is it?
It is 10.
10. It's a little hefty for you, but you're able to move it still. Like farmers are able to move this thing around, but they usually use horses and such. But you're able to, with some rocking, if on your own, to get it moving. But I think Scron went down there with you, so yeah, you're able to help out. And with your strength, yeah, you'd be able to muscle it up. It may be a little wide for you to grab it, but you can like grab one side of it.
And he grabs the other.
Yeah.
So yeah, you guys lay Belle down in a nice hay bed as her almost colorless body lay there.
She looks kind of like me.
Yeah, it looks just like you.
A bit grey.
Just so great. What else you guys want to do? Looking through the rest of this town, like it seems that whatever magic was keeping this city going is gone, completely gone. You can still smell like there's food in the air. As like I said, this town continued to work like a normal small farm town.
Brog, do not continue to look at me crossways.
Doesn't say anything. She's just.
Yeah. All right.
Or maybe because you're down there.
Actually, I don't know how tall I am right now.
How tall were you before? Do you remember?
Up a little bit when you.
Yeah, I buffed up. I was probably like 5'10".
Yeah, you're like probably like at least 6 or 6'1" now. Like you like popped up and buffed out a little bit. But I guess what I'm getting at is like everything in this little village is still running normally. So if you guys wanted to rest here, then looking around, you guys feel it'd be safe, and it has beds and such that you could use, even food.
Does it have a nicely, like a decent sized house?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you can find like there's one house kind of towards the right, and maybe before it was like the like someone that worked like a tax man or something. He has a little bit of nicer house, still wooden and farmy, but
Guys, we've been through a lot today.
Yeah.
I think we need to rest.
Yeah, rest sounds good to me. After everything that just happened.
Yeah.
Well, I've been resting for days, so you can go and take some time. I'll guard. But then we're going to go and pick Stravus's bones and eat her.
I'm not eating her.
Second turn of this.
so she says that she plans to eat the Archmage. Do you drool a little bit when you say that? Like,
And I say it like, I think that's what I meant to do.
Is that right?
Did you pick out a house?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, you guys can pick one out, and like there's several piles of bones kind of laying around with cloth where there was a bony family that lived here, but they're They're all gone now.
So sad.
Just their bodies left behind.
So sad.
Yeah, there's even like a crib with like some bones laying in it,
Oh, wow.
just to make it more sad.
Oh, so we cry for a pile of bones, but the baby get punched in the face, sliding across the floor. It's like,
That was sad.
Maybe I'll try. Nobody cares about it.
They look like you, so you know.
pile of bones. Oh God, no! But okay.
So, yeah. Are you guys gonna let her guard, or you guys want to like?
She can stand outside.
Someone guard with her.
Yeah, you guys get some guard duty going.
Hell.
Well,
I'll take first watch.
I find the master bedroom of the house and take Belle's body to the bed.
okay. Yeah, there's a there's a 3-bedroom house. You
Okay.
find the master bedroom, a little bit larger bed, a little nicer, and put her down there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just sit on the edge of the bed and wait.
Okay. Do some trancing there.
Yeah.
Gotcha. And I guess everybody else.
Yeah, I'll find a separate room.
Okay.
Put the immovable rod in front of the door.
Right. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. You don't trust somebody out there. And the rest of you guys getting down with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure are.
Yeah. Yeah, we are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In that
Y'all gonna
last
cross swords.
Yeah.
No, but I was like gonna walk over to shrine. The necklace.
Yes.
And I just take my earring out and I say, ice cold, just throw it and like watch it like land in the ground, shoot in the ground.
Burning fury.
Yeah. Like there's like you throw yours down. There's like a chill in the air, and kind of as it hits the ground, maybe like some kind of snowy fog kind of goes by. And he throws this up, and it's kind of like spins this fireball. It seems to just hit harder and like look a little more intimidating. Yours is very elegant. His is quite violent.
Yeah.
I'm sitting there. I'm like, is this the new Dwarven strength?
But they're the same size. Not one. No one's bigger than the other.
That's what you think.
Yours looks a little bit small there, brother. I don't.
Which one is beefier than the other?
Well, they're actually mirrored. They're like
The
exact
mirror,
same.
the mirror. Yeah. So.
The only difference is that there's like on the hilt of the sword, like the chain kind of comes down, and yours has the snowflake, and yours has just a cross.
Well,
Yeah.
fire and ice.
Apparently, ice and fire. I think that sounds better. Yeah.
That's about what I expected.
Yeah, I guess.
Well, just wanted to say, brother,
Don't burn yourself with it, man. Just be careful.
no matter what happens coming up here in the future, I know with all this helm stuff, you have a lot going on, probably in your head,
Well,
maybe
brother,
in your heart. I don't know.
at this point, brother, I don't know. What is a man to a king? What is a king to a god? What is a god to a non-believer? I pick up my sword.
What's he doing to a goblin?
It's a goon to a goblin.
I take my sword
Yeah.
and the symbol that's on the front of the plate,
Mhm.
kind of start trying to scrape it off.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, just trying to like get rid of it in a
All
way and such.
Yeah. Oh well, that's gonna work. It's gonna. You can work at it. We'll see.
Yeah, I work it over.
Yeah. Well.
Just put a cross through it, man.
Sad face.
Nah, he means like a mark.
Yeah, like a mark.
Missing me.
I was gonna say, what do we do? Like a perception check, or not a perception, but a performance.
I don't know. What would you do? It's
Check.
just,
I guess it'd be like it'd actually
Strength
be.
or something.
Yeah,
That would
probably
be
be like
like
a strength there,
strength, yeah.
and then probably if you had like a skill, like with a certain item.
Metalworking or
Yeah.
something.
Yeah, no metalwork. His stone would have been nice,
Stonework?
but yeah.
Okay.
Stonework is on.
Just give me just. I mean, you have to work at it, so just give me a.
Wait, isn't there like God, what's he want to say Iron Mill? That's not what I want to say. A workshop. They make weapons.
Blacksmith.
A
Blacksmith?
blacksmith. And the
stone mill.
The
The
stone
thing that
mill.
they shop and
You're gonna
things
like try to
on.
grind it.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to like just grind it off or something.
Okay.
Yeah,
you can
there we
go
go.
out there and try to do that.
Yeah.
So you're gonna be trying to do that. So you guys are gonna take first watch. While you're trying to, you can kind of do it, and I guess I'll just say how it works out is that this stuff is kind of like almost like a weld to there, so you can like kind of grind it off, but your armor's gonna look like real like scratched up.
I'm trying to,
it
like-
almost has kind of like outline.
Yeah, I ain't trying to like take it off, just disfigure it in a way, I guess.
Yeah.
Just like,
You can make it look crappy. If that's what you want to do.
just, yeah.
Easy.
Hey, just think of like some polished, nice armor, and you like put a grindstone. To
Yeah,
it.
just grind off of it. Yeah, just, yeah, there we go.
Yeah. All right. All right. So cool. So you guys are on the first watch.
Yeah.
I guess you're kind of out on the porch. And you're,
Brog is walking around the town, walking around the perimeter.
okay. So you're. What are you doing? You walking with her? Or
Nope. Sitting on the porch.
sitting on the porch? Okay. I'll say as you're walking, and then you're by the porch again. You've done your round. You're coming back. And near
I want to
him,
come back with the horses.
We have no idea where the horses are.
Yeah, but I just walked around the perimeter. I know that Belle's horse at least was there. She was right on the
Was it
perimeter.
outside the
Yeah,
town?
yeah.
Did you bring all the way with you?
I did.
Okay, well, do a.
Well, I didn't. Belle did.
Which one?
I was way out there in the forest.
Are you like trying to? Do you have any dark vision or anything?
I sure diddly do.
Okay.
Flanders, please.
Give me a perception check then. I guess you're gonna try like listen to hear it or see it.
Sure. Where is perception at? There it is. 9.
I'm having a little trouble finding it. Don't wanna. You can keep on looking though, and give me one more roll.
There you go.
Yeah.
What's 16 plus 6? 22?
Okay, so it takes you a little, like you look around for like it's like half of your watch, but you eventually kind of hear like a in the distance, and you're able to find the horse. You want to bring it back?
Yeah.
All right. So
And
how would you say? Oh, Penelope, is she very? Would she go with this large person, or would she resist? What's Penelope's personality?
It was a different Penelope,
was
remember?
it?
Yeah, because it was
Oh, you tell me. I don't remember.
a grey horse that was given to us by the people at the vineyard.
Oh, that's right. So yeah, this horse doesn't care then. Okay. Cool.
Yeah. So
yeah,
animal handling?
Animal handling, just to lead it back without incident.
Oh my god. 9 again.
She's a little doesn't quite follow you so easily, but you're able to get her back.
Yeah.
And you bring her back to the hut.
Yeah.
Or the house.
Yep.
All right, cool. They make a perception check at this point, and then you can as well make another perception check.
I'm gonna use my other dice.
Okay.
Here's perception. Oh. Not 1.
Okay.
7.
7. All right. She's walking back. You see her coming back with the horse. Penelope. She's found her, and then behind her, probably about
She wasn't called Penelope. She was called something else. It was funny.
kind of. I'm trying to think of how big the town is. It's probably like 100 feet away, kind of like down one of the empty streets, almost to the edge of town. You can see 3 sets of like yellow eyes that kind of glisten in the night. And you can see that even with your dark vision. I guess under the moonlight. What'd you get for your perception again?
19.
Okay, you think you see the outline of like 3, looks like large wolves.
I'll stand up real quick
Yeah.
and just look at Brog like
Charisse was the horse's name. Sorry.
Anyway, so yeah, you walk up and you see Scron like.
you brought wolves with you.
Oh. Are you afraid of wolves?
No, I'll say burning fury.
And your sword spins into your hand. The great sword spins into your hand.
Well, time to prove your worth.
I take out my bow off my back.
Oh yeah, take your bow off. Okay,
Yeah. Wait, how far are the wolves from myself?
100 feet.
Okay, yeah, I'll take my bow.
Okay.
I'll just kind of walk up close to her and take a defensive
Yeah,
stance.
get a stance.
Yeah.
All right. We'll see you, and they. You can see that. Even with your dark vision, I guess under the moonlight.
Yeah.
They kind of They begin to move closer. They begin to run at you guys. So you can roll some initiative.
Yep. Bam.
Where'd my dice go?
I got
You
15.
guys can't get here fast enough.
Got 15?
Yeah.
Dane, what'd you get?
10.
10? All
Oh,
right.
I'm sorry, that'll be 11.
11?
I got these, these Infinity Stones, just like
Yeah,
plus
you
2 agility. And just
All right, so you go first,
Need to get rid of
Brog, and you see these 3 wolves like they're running down the center of the street towards you. They look hungry, and they got their eyes on the horse.
All right. Roll to hit. Oh my god, nat 1.
And you just kind of like shoot one off, and it kind of hits the house to the side.
Oh boy.
And then I get an extra attack, so
Yeah.
let's do that again. Please don't.
And he's like, I just want to prove myself.
There you go. 18 plus 8.
All right, yeah, you hit one. So roll your damage.
Okay.
You which one are you shooting? There's 3 of them.
8. There's 3 of them.
Yeah.
I'm shooting the middle one.
Okay, yeah. You loose an arrow at the middle one. How much damage do?
I do 8 damage.
You don't get no pluses or anything for your stuff?
Plus 4.
Oh yeah, so 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
Okay. Let's fix it. 8. Man, your damage sucks.
Yeah, I know. Figure this out. Yeah, 12 damage.
All right. There should be probably more stuff happening. But anyway, you see you shot one for 12 damage. You hit the middle one. Oh, that's the wrong one.
So you just got regular bow?
Oh.
Long bow?
Yeah, didn't give me anything fancy for
Is
weapons.
A
gave you a
D8 plus
+1.
or dex.
Oh, you did? Well, then it's 13 then. I write that down.
All right. So yeah, you shoot it, and yeah, your arrow goes into its skull, and it just kind of does a front flip, and you hear it, and it lays lifeless as the other 2 run past. Their movement speed. All right. You take a defensive stance. It's your turn next, and they're still running. They've begun running, and they're probably 60 feet away at this point. So they're not quite close enough for you to do anything yet.
Okay. Yeah, I'll just, I guess I'll hold my action. I'll hold an attack action in case they walk within range
Okay.
on this turn.
All right. So if one gets close enough, you're gonna smack one.
Yeah.
Cool.
Can I just for a sec? Because I'm not used to working with weapons, so can I just clarify? So it's the damage plus my proficiency plus my strength, isn't it?
Bows.
That's just to your hit.
Yeah, but it's just wolves. I'm not gonna waste a spell slot.
So it's a,
And
I don't think you add proficiency to damage.
you don't. It's
So it's just plus my strength,
plus your dex. It should be plus your
plus my
dex.
dex.
Yeah, with your bow, it's
I think you can use
dexterity.
either one on longbow, right?
Okay.
Forget.
Yeah. So plus 8 then for each hit.
Okay.
Cool.
So it's a D8
Okay.
plus what's your dex mod?
Plus 8.
Your mod.
Oh, plus 4.
All right.
My saving throws was
8
plus
plus 4.
So yeah. I don't know.
8 plus 4 plus 1 because you got a plus 1 bow.
Yeah.
That's what I
Okay.
told you last night anyway. But anyway, yeah, you killed that one. So yeah.
Yeah. Cool.
You take your you hold your actions. They're running close.
yeah,
And,
they get within 5 feet.
It's their turn. They will continue to dash. They move at 80 feet. So yeah, they will be able to dash up to you guys. They don't do anything, but yeah, one runs up to you, so you get to take your held action.
Yeah. Was this the attack action?
Yep, you get one attack. You don't get the whole attack action.
All right. 19.
That hits for sure.
Do the red fire. 8, 11, plus 7. 15. 15 main hand, and then plus 3 fire, so a total of 18.
Okay, yeah. So it's gonna die. How do you want it to die?
Isn't it?
Just kind of burst into flame, and then just kind of brittle bones just kind of fall. And
Yeah.
this momentum just kind of.
The bones just kind of go past you in the flame. You just kind of stand there like, yeah. All right. So the wolves are within melee range right now. They ran up to you. It's your turn, Bill. What do you want? Or not, Bill? Brog.
Brug. How does switching weapons work? Is it something that I can just do, or does it take an action to switch weapons?
Yeah, we haven't had to run into that very much, but the way like drawing a weapons bonus. So what you can do is
You can
you
drop,
just drop your bow
Yeah.
and pull your sword out, and then use your attack action.
Okay. Yep. I'll do that then. All right. So I'm going to use my short sword on the remaining wolf. So Sorry, guys, I'm getting used to my new stuff.
Yeah, gotta let you try it out.
15 plus.
That hits.
Yeah, okay.
9, I guess.
Yeah.
And
then
13. You got him.
1d6 plus 4. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then I add dex, right? So 9, 10, 11, 12, 13.
We got short sword.
Damage, yeah.
It can be it's both, isn't it? For short sword, you can.
It's dex,
Short sword
yeah.
is dex.
Oh, it is. Okay, okay. I don't know if it's strength.
Well,
So,
I
yeah.
think it can be, but I don't know.
So what'd you get?
13.
13. It's gonna die. How do you want to kill it?
Yeah, chop its head off.
Yeah. Just chop its head off. All right. Cool. Yeah, and so like these 3 wolves came in after the horse. I guess you let go of the horse. The horse seems panicked. You go try to like calm it down.
Yeah.
Yeah, roll an animal handling check.
Yeah. 17 plus 6.
All right, yeah, you're able to like grab a hold of it and ooh, calm down. Yeah, and these 3 wolves, like, wolves, but she seemed to hold her own okay. And make another perception check, Scron. 18, okay. You think you kind of see a glint of something in the moonlight, and you're able to move out of the way as the axe that you had given to Owen comes just slams into the wall. As it seems someone from very far away just threw it at you very hard. Just kind of whoosh.
Someone's a little jealous. Bro, stand back. Can I? I don't hear anything like something's coming at me or anything like that.
Like you could like feel. We'll get animated with it. You could feel like a murderous intent in the air for a second. Like just, then you see the glint of the blade of the axe that swings by and hits. And with the 18, you think you can see. It's kind of hard because everything he's got is black. But you can like see some like red eyes that just kind of like it seems like they step back and kind of vanish.
All right, I pick back up my longbow and put it back in my bag.
Yep.
Next time it's my turn. I'll pick the axe up though.
Yeah. Grab your old axe. Say he didn't want that crap. So yeah, you guys are after that. Nothing happens. You guys can get a full rest, no problem. You guys got some loot. If you want to divvy the loot out,
Yeah.
your +2 one-hander's been returned to you angrily. But other than that, I think that's a good place for us to take a stop.
Take a break.
Take a stop. We'll just stop for the night.
Can we stop for the whole night?
Yeah, maybe we could go 3 hours.
There's like, I want to shoot more things.
We had a lot of story stuff to do tonight.
Yeah, it was a lot that happened.
The Mercurial thing ate up a lot of time. But anyway, yeah, we'll stop right there for tonight. Thank you guys very much for watching Charisma Plus episode 39. If you got any fan art or anything you want to draw of us or anything you want to tell the cast, #Charisma Plus on Twitter, and we'll see it. If it's fan art, we'll feature it in the next episode. See you guys later. Have a good night.
Bye.